That's right, Miss Piggy used to pine after me.
Pine.
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 Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're exploring some of the captivating TV couples who weren't exactly poster children for healthy adult relationships.
Well, laugh, it's a joke.
Oh.
Owen Hunt and Cristina Yang, Grey's Anatomy. Dr. Cristina Yang, Seattle Grace's resident overachieving cynic, was a surgeon first and foremost. Once Owen came along in season 5 and saved her life, we saw a regression of her character.
You took out my icicle. I didn't give you permission to do that.
So?
Although some may be charmed by the way that he pursued her, it was deeply uncomfortable, not to mention unprofessional. Owen was incredibly aggressive and callous, and Cristina was ready to trade him off when it was professionally convenient.
You believe in me more than I do, and I need that. I'm gonna die here without that.
You know, it's okay, just fine. Tell me what you want and I will make it happen.
Owen! Fine, don't take him.
Their worst moments came when Owen began pressuring her to become a mother, even though she didn't want children. This relationship lasted a few seasons too long.
Are you even listening to me?
Yes. I'm just trying to figure out some kind of a compromise.
But you know what? There is no compromise. You don't have half a baby.
Rory Gilmore and Dean Forrester, Gilmore Girls. The big debate among fans of this charming dramedy has always been which boy Rory Gilmore should have ended up with. Frankly, they all had their drawbacks. Yes, that includes Jess. But the Dean partisans might have the most to answer for.
Well, saying I love you is a really difficult thing.
Well, I just did it.
And you did it really well.
What the hell does that mean?
He all but pressured Rory into saying I love you back when he did, and his affinity for the hyper-domestic fantasy of the Donna Reed show didn't bode well. But it was his jealousy and temper that spelled the most doom.
You've been into him since he got to town, and I've spent weeks, months actually, trying to convince myself that it wasn't true, that everything was fine between us. But now I know that I was an idiot.
Rory didn't exactly keep her feelings for Jess hidden. Then their extramarital fling in the 4th season seemed to turn Rory into someone not even her mother Lorelai recognised anymore.
I can't believe this is... that we're...
I can't.
Damon Salvatore and Elena Gilbert, The Vampire Diaries. Look, criticising a vampire show for having a toxic relationship is like going to the grocery store and being mad that they have food. It usually comes with the territory. Known affectionately by their ship name Delena, this couple gave us a lot to chew on.
And I wanted that for you, Elena, and I would have gladly have given it to you and let Matt die, because I am that selfish. But you knew that already.
Even if you disregard the century-and-a-half age gap between these two, their dynamic was codependent to the point that neither one felt the need to exercise any kind of sense. They really said, I love you because you make me worse.
You've been a terrible person. You made all the wrong choices, and of all the choices that I've made, this will prove to be the worst one, but I am not sorry that I'm in love with you.
We get it, it's fun to root for the bad boy, but Damon more than lived up to that title. So much so that even he's confused how she can still love him.
Listen to us. This is toxic. We are in a toxic relationship, Elena. I just killed your friend, and you find someone else to blame.
Olivia Pope and Fitzgerald Grant. Scandal. He is the married president of the United States. She is the person who makes problems go away. Meanwhile, we are just the citizens whose lives hang in the balance when these two can't behave themselves. Dodging Oval Office cameras and stealing elections was bad enough. In the moment, it's easy to be swayed by all of those romantic looks and great needle drops. But these two were up to some insane shenanigans on the taxpayer's dime.
You can't fix the fact that I love you. That I love you more than I love being president.
Fitz's treatment of his wife, Mellie, doesn't exactly make him look like a prince. Consumed by bitterness and possessive tendencies, they became worse versions of themselves as the show went on.
What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
The right thing. I'm taking my girlfriend on a date.
Chuck Bass and Blair Waldorf, Gossip Girl.
I want to believe you. But I can't. You've hurt me too many times.
Fans could spend years debating which characters on this scandalous CW series should have been paired off in the end. The answer, by and large, is no one. In fact, every single one of them could have done with some soul-searching and therapy.
Stop it, Chuck! I said it's over.
Chuck Bass didn't have much of a chance at being a decent human being given his rotten family. Between his literally trading Blair for a hotel and Blair constantly reminding him that he wasn't good enough for her, you'd think that fans wouldn't root so hard for these two.
You said you would stand by me through anything. This Blair is anything.
I thought that the worst thing you would ever do would be to me.
Unfortunately, them getting together in the finale is actually supposed to be a happy ending. Buffy Summers and Spike, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The fantasy genre is full of enemies to lovers stories. Buffy Summers' calling as a vampire slayer meant that she was constantly falling in love with villainous supernatural beings.
100+ years. And there's only one thing I've ever been sure of. You.
Her multi-season romance with Spike had a lot of fans kicking their feet. Buffy comes to Spike's redemption. Unfortunately, that's a bumpy road that's not always good for her.
The robot was gross and obscene.
It wasn't supposed
Don't. That thing, it wasn't even real.
Their hold over each other becomes worse after Buffy's death and resurrection, and the two embark on a torrid secret relationship. That can be exciting, but it also leads to some really uncomfortable and violent confrontations.
I have feelings for you. I do. But it's not love. I could never trust you enough for it to be love.
Aria Montgomery and Ezra Fitz, Pretty Little Liars.
When I think about how I defended you to my family and my friends, and the whole time you were using me.
Some couples need time to reveal just how unhinged and toxic they are. This one starts off in nope territory and keeps going from there.
I just thought maybe at least you would. That I would what? That I would give my teenage daughter and Mr. Fitz my blessing?
Aria Montgomery is a high school student who meets a nice guy at a pub and thinks she's found the one. Then it turns out that he's her English teacher. And if that weren't enough, she and Ezra Fitz continue their relationship and eventually get married. Considering how much airtime is devoted to it, it's pretty clear that you're supposed to be rooting for them to figure it out and be happy together.
This is the best week ever. Our book might become a movie, and you're about to become my wife.
Mindy Lahiri and Danny Castellano. The Mindy Project. There's something endearing about the professional rivalry between Mindy and Danny.
Who knows, maybe at the end of the party I will be dating someone.
I knew it. I knew it. Building-wide Christmas party, all the sexy mood lighting you installed in phlebotomy.
Well, you know, soft lighting is good for urine samples too.
From the jump, the show seems to be building up to the two of them getting together. They're charming together, but their increasing intimacy makes the previously confident Mindy seem a little smaller.
You're moving into his apartment, you're selling your sweet-ass place, you're raising your son Catholic, and then Danny ditches you, and now he's not telling you when he's coming back?
Okay, yes, when you say it like that, it's very damning.
Danny was emotionally manipulative and hardly took her feelings or autonomy into account as the show went on. For all of Mindy's flaws, she didn't deserve that. The storyline in season 4 that sees him trying to trick her into getting pregnant again is luckily followed by their breakup.
I thought you were being really romantic this week. I loved it. It was wonderful. But really, you were just trying to trick me into getting pregnant.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry that I want a bigger family.
Carrie Bradshaw and Mr. Big. Sex and the City and Just Like That. When you're a columnist who spends so much time romanticizing your own life the way Carrie Bradshaw does, it's bound to make you ignore some red flags. Carrie meets the rich man of her dreams in the very first episode, and we are locked into this ride for better or worse.
I get it. You've never been in love.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Carrie's insecurities often cause her to act out. Meanwhile, Big tends to completely disregard her feelings.
Would you calm down?
No, you know what? I am so tired of calming down.
Look, I have to be in a relationship where if I have to go to Paris,
I have to go to Paris.
Fine, go to Paris, and then what happens to us next year when you decide you just have to go to Brazil?
They're practically a case study in mismatched attachment styles. To give credit where it's due though, Mr. Big was nowhere near as bad as Alexander, but the show didn't make us root for them.
And we'll talk more as soon as you
No, not as soon as.
Please, Carrie.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Ross Geller and Rachel Green, friends. The question at the end of the series was the 1 millions tuned in for.
I know, I shouldn't have waited till now to say it, but that was stupid, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm telling you now. I love you. Do not get on this plane.
Will Ross and Rachel finally end up together? The answer is yes, and the crowd went wild. But was this really a happy ending?
Spoiled?
Now that's a little spoiled. He was supposed to type little, the idiot.
Just a waitress?
The amount of hurt these two put each other through was tough to watch, even if it did make us laugh. Their terrible lack of communication suggested some really deep rifts in their compatibility.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you speaking to me or sleeping with someone else?
We were on a break.
If there's one thing you can say for this couple, it's that at least Friends aired long enough for them to actually have some growth. Were we too hard on these couples? Tell us why in the comments.
You screwed up, Damon. Again.
Thank you.
You put me in a position where I have to defend you. Again. Where I have to bend my morals. Again.